Hello guys, Coco here. Still doing the post commentary. We'll see who's joining me today.
Woohoo!
Oh, there's Orion.
We'll just see. Looks like we don't even have the strength to get upset.
It might be better if we leave him alone for a while.
So it was definitely a waste of time to believe Monokuma.
No.
If so, what he said about our student profiles might be a lie, too.
Don't really know why this is surprising.
Yeah, he just kind of omitted that part, but he did not lie. But our situation is getting so grim that I can't really focus on that right now. The second floor of Grape House also has guest rooms similar to the ones on the second floor of Strawberry House. But instead of being covered with strawberry patterns, they're covered with grape patterns. Okay, Coco, you wanna know like a hot take I have on this whole subplot?
Yes, tell me, Ryan.
So all of the Danganronpa games are really weird, right? Like they just, they've got the weirdness vibe. I always found that this whole subplot was like the weirdest thing that they've ever done. I don't know why they went with this. It's just very odd and out of place.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a very different setting from ones we have seen before. I don't know if that's a... I mean, I guess I kind of appreciate that they tried to do something different.
Yeah, I mean, even just now, sitting here and looking at it, I'm like, ugh.
There are things I definitely do like
Like, it's
about
not
this,
even aesthetically
but...
pleasing. Like, it's lime green.
Yeah, in terms of how it looks,
There's
not
also
so much.
a lounge. Of course, there's also a phone in the lounge, too. However, instead of the grape button that was on the phone in Strawberry House's lounge, there's a strawberry button on the phone in Grape House's lounge. Maybe we can contact each other with those phones? If the buttons show where each phone connects to. Yeah, that's probably it. It's nice that he actually wants to help out now in comparison to the previous chapters where he was like, everything sucks, but...
Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh yeah, we already went through that. And yeah, it's nice to see Fujihiko's development. Huh? Yeah, we went through this too. This was the very first time I have ever seen a radio-controlled toy. I found it quite fashionable. I was able to hear Gundam's old story as well, so this was quite a wonderful discovery.
But it wasn't useful at all.
Allow me to give you a brief report. Since I'm the one who made this discovery, it's just as important as I am. Which is to say not at all. Which means it's not that important at all.
Just hurry up and say it already.
Well, it's about the 3rd floor of Grape House. Do you remember what Monokuma said about a Monokuma archive on the 3rd floor? I actually tried to go there. Just like the name suggests, it was an archive full of stuff about Monokuma. It reminded me of those celebrities who build their memorial house in their hometown. Then it looks like we don't ever need to go in there. Ever. I also found a lost child at the Monokuma archive.
A lost child?
Huh? Where did she go? Hey, don't just hide. Come on out.
Hello. So the lost child was you. Right? That's how people react, right? Well, I had a general idea of how you would all react. It's okay. I won't be depressed anymore. I'm used to being treated so poorly. How sad. It's so sad to get used to it.
She seems a little tense. Did Monokuma bring you here as well, Manomi?
Yes, I'm so ashamed of myself for getting carelessly tricked by him. I'm a failure as a teacher. I have no right to guide everyone. Nobody here considers you a teacher to begin with.
But I'm honestly happy that you're here.
Huh?
Hey, are you a complete stuffed animal? Is there any part of you that's left that's still rabbit meat?
I'm expected to be food?
That was the last report, right? Then is it okay if I go now?
This is what you mentioned earlier, right? About the structure of the funhouse?
The structure of the funhouse. Well, I've come to a conclusion. The grape tower that we're in currently and the strawberry tower we were in earlier. I think they're actually the same building.
The 2 towers are the same building, you say?
Ah, I see. What makes you think that? Their positions. Inside the strawberry house, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is facing the elevator, right? But inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is facing the elevator, right? And so, if we think about it and put those two things together, the 2 towers are the same building, and each house connects to the center. You know, I would have assumed this. That's the building structure that comes to mind. What? Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are the same building? This part was just really ridiculous to me.
But that might be a possibility.
Like, to me, it would have been more unusual for them to not be the same building.
Come on, take a look at the door.
I won't comment any more on that.
Isn't that strawberry image the same one that's on the elevator and telephone? Then, in the same way, wouldn't the image on the door also be showing where it leads to?
If that's the case, it would mean that Strawberry House is beyond that door with the strawberry image on it. As well as the opposite, the grape door that was at Strawberry Tower would lead to Grape House. You following? Meaning, we opened the Grape Hall's door when we came in here.
We've gotta talk about it, Coco. We've gotta, like, spend 10 minutes on this one discovery.
Meaning, depending on which door we use, this tower... I mean, in all fairness to them, they're not getting these images, but then that's all the more reason to just fucking draw if you really think it's gonna be that tough.
Chiaki really wants us to know how this works.
Which means when you look at the other side of the Grape Hall door that we used to come in here... Yep, the grape picture should actually be on here. Then all we gotta do is confirm it, right? If we can close that door from the other side. That might be impossible. Impossible? Why? Well, Hajime and Nekomaru were the first ones to enter Grape Tower, right?
What's wrong with that?
When you two entered Grape Tower from Grape Hall, didn't it take a little while for the door to open after you pressed the button?
Huh?
So, just as I assumed.
How do you know?
When I was walking around by myself, I went back to Strawberry House for a while. I felt like there was still something I missed when suddenly, the Strawberry Hall door automatically closed in front of me.
The door automatically closed?
And afterward, no matter how much I pressed the button, the Strawberry Hall door wouldn't open. But why? The doors to Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower must be designed so that only one can open at a time.
Oh, I see what she's getting at now.
I mean, if both doors opened at the same time, we'd easily find out that both towers are the same building. If that happens, it wouldn't be a funhouse anymore, right? 'Cause that's so fucking fun.
Wait, so the only reason why it's a funhouse is because of how the doors work? Monokuma, that's horrible design. That's horrible funhouse design. What about a hall of mirrors? Or like, trap doors? You're just going with, automatic door. Ooh! Funhouse!
That's
Because
the
you
good
don't
shit.
know it's two places and actually one building! Ooh! Like, what? Like what?
I don't know. And then the reason the strawberry door automatically closed in front of you.
Was it because we opened the Grape Hall door?
When that happened, the Grape Hall door didn't open because it was waiting for Strawberry Hall's door to close. If you think about it like that, it makes sense, right? Like, you're saying all this hard stuff I don't get, but But aren't you forgetting the most basic problem? The color of the walls in Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are different, you know? You can only have one color wall in an entire building. And you didn't notice. They're just
You can't
lights.
paint something different in a different room. What?
They're just lights on the floor being shined on the wall. Oh god, that makes it even worse. Ugh. It'd be constantly lit then. By reflecting a colored light on a white wall, it makes it look like the wall color has changed.
Is that why your hair looks white at the top, but then like light brown at the bottom? Come on.
Yes. Then, what about the picture on the floor? Is that different too? Maybe the floor is just a screen, and the picture is being projected from beneath the floor. In fact, when you look at it closely, it's not a picture that was actually drawn on the floor. Oh, I see. Then it's safe to say that they're the same building, right? But this is a very important problem, so isn't it better if we test it out?
Test?
For example, we should leave something behind here, and we'll all go to Strawberry Tower. And if it's still there, we can conclude that they're the same building, right? Want me to stay then?
No, that's impossible. There's a sensor preventing that.
Huh? Sensors?
Don't you feel it? There are countless sensors plastered all over the tower's walls and floors. Why can't you notice,
I'm more surprised that you actually noticed them.
My guess is that the sensor can probably detect any movement within the tower.
And when it reacts, it prevents the door from opening. I knew there'd be at least something like that. By the way, how good is that sensor's performance?
You should test it.
It's quite high performance.
But you haven't tested it.
It seems that it can even detect your heartbeats and breathing patterns.
Okay. Then it'd be completely impossible for someone to stay behind. We're just not gonna try it. We're just gonna go with that possibility, but we haven't tried.
What about Nekomaru? He's a heartless robot.
I have a motor running inside me. It's as good as any human heart.
But if you're in sleep mode, that function will come to a stop too, right?
Like you said, if I cease all functions with sleep mode, the sensor won't detect it, but... Do you need to go that far to test it? I won't tolerate any robo-prejudice!
Yeah, doesn't that mean, like, if he went into sleep mode, he'd be dead? Like, isn't that essentially what they're saying? Like...
In a manner of speaking, but I mean, there are different types of death. Sorry, you're right.
Oh, okay.
I probably said something else there, who knows.
Ah, okay.
I think it's just, like, rest mode for computers, you know? He can be reawakened.
And once I enter sleep mode, I will not regain consciousness until the good- yeah, I was probably explaining this. Good night switch is pressed again, or if my chest alarm goes off. I'm a little concerned about being left alone in that state.
That is far too dangerous,
Sure.
even as an experiment. It is possible that we might violate
take
the laws
Sonia. I'll
of
try.
robotics. Well, go for it.
Actually, no, I'll take Soda. I don't think I could even do her voice, like, even slight.
Okay. Then why don't we just use this? My student handbook. I'll leave this handbook here, and we'll all move over to Strawberry Tower. And if by chance the handbook is still there, we can safely say that the two towers are the same, right?
You're right. Let's try this. We left behind Chiaki's e-handbook right away. Then we left Grape Tower and made our way to Strawberry Tower.
That reminds me, does Coach Nekomaru still get hungry? I mean, he's a robot now.
Sleep mode is convenient, but while I'm sleeping, I'm utterly defenseless no matter what happens. Even I'm a little worried about being left alone in that state.
Hey, why do you create such an ugly-looking building? Like I said, it wasn't me! Well, you know, it already existed back when it was an attraction at the amusement park. But Monokuma's the one who modified it like this. It's all his fault. You make it sound so easy. How much time and energy did he put into modifying a building like this? Well, he's Monokuma, so...
After traveling from Strawberry Hall to Strawberry Tower, if the handbook is still there, we can safely say that the two towers are the same building.
Yeah. Including Nekomaru's functions, Monokuma sure does have a lot of useless technology. But still, Monokuma looks like he's pretty high-tech himself.
If I get serious, I will not be captured by a mere censor. But even so, doesn't that sound boring? I can't believe he has such high-quality sensors and created such an elaborate setup. Well, it's not like this is something new. This whole time, Monokuma has been doing a lot of intricate stuff. It seems you're all being quite rude to Nekomaru. Have you ever heard of the three law of robotics?
The 3 laws of robotics? I'm not familiar.
Very well, I shall explain. If this continues, I will feel just awful for Nekomaru.
But I think it's best if we head towards Strawberry Tower for now.
You're right. Then let us discuss this in greater detail later.
It's better if we just hurry up and check it out. Let's go.
I must say, this elevator is rather quiet. It's like the Toad's what? Wait, never mind.
Toad's War? What's she talking about?
It doesn't feel like we're moving extremely fast. It seems like it's moving very slowly. If so, the two houses might be surprisingly close.
If two towers are connected in the middle, the distance between them shouldn't be that much. Alright, let's head over to Strawberry Tower. If two tower... Yeah. If you press the button next to this door, you should be able to enter Strawberry Tower.
Then I'll press it.
Wait, step aside, you fiends.
What?
Emissary of evil, in accordance with our ancient contract, the time has come to lend me your aid. Pierce through Supernova Silver Fox Sandy!
Choo choo! Choo! Click. I pressed the button?
Truly, this is a skyline lamentation out of the demon mouse. Soon the door of destiny shall open.
Well, amazing! Your hamsters are truly skewed.
I see your eyes managed to follow Sandy's movements. As expected of the Dark Lady, you have my praise.
Amazing! Truly amazing! You must have a strong, trusting relationship with them.
They're fucking cute. Thank you.
They're precious, aren't they? You didn't need to bother making your hamster press it.
Ship. Just as I thought, it's taking a while to open. Considering what we discussed earlier, the sensor will confirm that nothing is moving inside the tower, then wait for the other door to close.
At that moment, I heard a loud sound from the other side of the door.
Look over there!
The moment we set foot inside Strawberry Tower, Sonia raised her voice. when I looked where she was pointing. It's there, the handbook.
And with that, we will end this episode right here. Thank you guys for joining us, and see you next time.